Greetings, bloggers, vloggers, followers, and potters. Dustin here from Dustin's Dynasty. It's Good Friday here today, which is Easter, but I'm taking a little mental health break for a few days, and I thought we'd get a head start on the vlogging and blogging this week because I just need to. I'm going to spend some time with family, and I hope everybody, if they have family, hopes does the same. But today we're going to talk about autism and obesity, particularly when it comes to being obese or morbidly obese, such as I am. Um, it's no secret if you're watching on the vlog, you know I'm morbidly obese. You see it a lot of my pictures. It's pretty much a common knowledge if you know me. I've struggled with my weight for many years, about 20 years or so. I've been, well, more than 20 years now. It's probably more like 22, 23, give or take. And, I do wellness updates on my vlog, and I do Wellness Wednesday, which are great things. But sometimes when we look at wellness, we don't look at the whole we don't look at all, I look at all dimensions, both mental and physical. But particularly for this week, we're paying more attention to physical because I'm admitting that I have an issue, as I always have admitted that I've had an issue with soda. But I think beside the soda, there's a lot of things going on in the wellness department this week, and I think sometimes um, when those things are brought to my attention, I think sometimes when they're brought to light, they can be hurtful and they can cause a lot of internal dialogue and a lot of internal pain. Having conversations, not having conversations about needing to exercise when you think you're trying enough, but you're not, and maybe not seeing the whole picture of why you need to try. So, just having those thoughts this week, having to realize that you have to really put the work in if you want to get the result that you desire. You can't just fly by the seat of your pants and expect a loss or expect you to lose weight or be well. And I do understand that being autistic, it brings us challenges with losing weight or keeping weight at a manageable level, let alone medications and other things that may cause that to occur. Granted, I've been on the same two medications for over 20 years, and they do cause weight gain, and that I believe in combination with being unable to control the ability of my food and drink intake over the course of 20 years has caused my weight to skyrocket over almost 200 pounds higher than when I was 14 years old last year. And we're slowly getting it down there. And it's slowly coming down. It's even coming down this year more than not. But, it's just, it's a challenge, and having, being told that, that you have to work on exercise or the wrong things that you do or call it when somebody calls out the need to lose weight or not so much lose weight but to be healthier because what you're doing is the habits that you are doing are damaging to your physical health can be hurtful sometimes. And we know as autistic people we don't always take things that aren't nice or aren't or but are we feel that are hurtful not so nicely. And but in the deepest intention, I believe that we are trying our best to work towards getting a healthier outcome. If you want it, you will go for it. I'm a firm believer of that. If you want to lose the weight, you will go for it, and you will get your result. But if you don't want it, you won't get it. You have to actually try. And I get there are some autistics that do not have the ability to try, or have the ability to control However, if you know something is triggering or something is causing that weight gain in the individual, then you have to try to work your best to get them to a manageable weight, because we know there's a lot of conversations at medical professionals. Anybody with an MD or a nurse has to have that conversation with you about the weight and or about the being well and things like that. And I had such a conversation this week with my psychiatrist, and it was the first time in 7 years that he actually had to have the conversation with me. And I have admitted that I have exercise, but I also admit that I have a problem with my food consumption. And he referred that conversation to my therapist. We had that conversation in therapy yesterday, and I'm realizing that I have to work on things as far as that goes. Um, Having that conversation was important yesterday in therapy because it made me see that, I can't, if I'm doing, she was able to help me get on something more manageable to try for the next 2 weeks to see um, how, if I can manage this addiction of soda that I've had for many years. And being independent, it doesn't really help with being able to manage it on my own and being able to care for it. So some of the things that I've been doing with that is, blending it, diet and regular, and trying to taper off, because I know that um, going cold turkey like I wanted to do yesterday, I had the thought of doing, will not hurt. It will make me miserable. It will make me sad. It'll make all my feelings come out and be my best. So be my worst, I'm sorry. So, I know that has to work. So I know the tapering off has to work, and blending it in seems to be the only thing I can try. I haven't tried it, so we can't knock it, and I have to try it. So I will be trying it, and I will be keeping people updated. You know, through social media, through various channels. But it's just something that I have to do for me. And I am exercising, which I'm proud to say that I am, and I'm feeling very good. The weight's down actually, and I'm hoping to keep it down over the weekend the best I can. So I'm hoping everything works out for itself. But having that conversation is sometimes hard to have. And when you're having that conversation with your doctor, even if you're independent or able to do so, do not have in the days of COVID, not everybody's guaranteed the right to a companion in the doctor's office, and I was not. So I'm obviously cognitively able to speak and advocate for myself. So I was able to go in, but in that conversation, sometimes because of my body size, is dismissed or not they're taken gingerly because they believe we as individuals, with autism, mental health, other challenges, are going to be dismissive of it. However, we're like the target population. We know that obesity is prevalent in us, although some stereotypicals of autistics don't think so. But it's prevalent, especially in mental health and autistic populations, and it does ultimately result in further physical illnesses and physical ailments, and ultimately early death. So we really need to consider, that, I think I consider that I don't want to do certain things. I don't want I don't want to have inject insulin into me. I don't want to have to not be able to climb the stairs. I don't want to not be able to do things. So I think having that mindset now and being able to navigate myself to a point where I can at least nip this in the bud before it's too late, or at least try something different. So, I think that's the thing about it, and I have to do it for me. I can't do it for nobody else. Can't do it for family. Can't do it for, a certain weight at a certain scale. I have to do it for me first and foremost. It's not going to happen if I don't do it for me, and I know that. So I have to do that, and then also incorporating new beverages as we taper off, and do away with it. So just tapering off of those things, and not and doing away, trying to incorporate more things like water, milk, things that of more nutritional value than what something like soda would. just there's certain things, are very helpful in a way that they can be helpful anyway, at least for the ability of what they can be. So I want to thank you for listening today. As always, be sure to like this video if you wish. Be sure to tap that notification bell in the notifications if you want to hear more of my videos and my content. I try to release every week if I can. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Be sure to follow on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Dustin's Dynasty, Pinterest and TikTok at Dustin's Dynasty ASD. I'm also on many streaming platforms where this vlog will be later on, including Spotify. And I just want to thank you for listening today, and be sure to have a good holiday. Thank you.